In Nigeria's fertile heartland, a new wave of transformation is sweeping through. The Women Farmers Advancement Network, WOFAN, in collaboration with Palm Valley Nigeria Limited and powered by Mastercard Foundation, proudly introduces the WOFAN ICON2 Project. This initiative is strategically designed to spark sustainable agricultural growth and economic development in Benue, Nasarawa, and Kaduna States. At its core, ICON2 is more than a project, it is a beacon of hope for women and youth farmers and processors. By strengthening agricultural enterprise value chains, ICON2 is paving the way for greater efficiency, higher productivity, and enhanced market opportunities. Farmers are empowered with knowledge and tools to elevate their practices and maximize returns.
My name is Ezekiel Zemo Jato. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Palm Valley Nigeria Limited, also known as PVNL. PVNL was registered as a limited liability company since 2008, and for the past 15 years, we've been providing, support, strengthening the agricultural value chain in Kaduna State, Nasarawa, Benue, as well as Niger State. Our main objective is to see that we improve, the livelihood of the smallholder farmers, especially women and youth, and that is what we have been doing, for the past 15 years, supporting the development of agriculture in Nigeria. And WOFAN stands for Women Farmers Advancement Network Enterprise. We were introduced to WOFAN with the view to implement the WOFAN ICON2 project. During the COVID, there was a lot of disruption. There was a lot of displacement of community partners. So the funders of this very project, which is Mastercard Foundation, funded this program to support women and youth in the agriculture. We are sub-implementers of this very project, supporting the lead implementer, which is the WOFAN Enterprises.
Ni ce mai suna Christiana Adamu. Ni ce shugaba na wannan center na WOFAN ICON2 Project.
My name is Mercy Palmer. Sunana Wasila Kabiru. I am by name Joda Dokes Harold.
My name is Amos Eladi Andrew.
I'm a community partner. Ni community leader. The elected mega cluster leader for youth.
I'm a beneficiary of WOFAN ICON2 Project under the leadership of Palm Valley Nigeria Limited.
I got to know about it from a neighbor, Dorcas, who was formerly selling kunu. All of a sudden, Dorcas has stopped selling kunu. I asked, Dorcas, what are you doing now? She said, she has started farming. I said, I didn't know that farming pays.
Ina mai matuƙar farin ciki da godiya zuwa ga kamfanin WOFAN ICON2 da Palm Valley Nigeria Limited. Sun taimake mu sosai, sun ba mu kayan noma, mun yi noma.
In kun iya dubawa ga masara nan muna sarrafa shi, muna sa shi, mu packaging din shi, mu sayar da shi don mu samu kuɗi. Ba mu tsaya a nan ba, shinkafa muna sarrafa shi, mu packaging, mu sa shi, mu sayar da shi, mu yi gumi, mu cire duwatsu, ga injin cire duwatsu sun bamu, ga injin na surfen shinkafa suka bamu. Wanda za a surfa shi, a gyara shi, a sarrafa shi da kyau. In ka gani kamar na kasan waje ne.
We haven't experienced what we have experienced with Palm Valley and WOFAN. We got our inputs, we did our farming, and everything was done well. And now we have our processing center where we process our rice, we process our maize all together.
They took us on series of trainings and different activities. After giving us farm input, they came and showed us the way to go about.
We had a bountiful harvest. We had a drought-resistant seedling, which there was a time there was no rain for about 3 weeks, but then because of the seedling provided to us, I went to the farm, I saw my corn standing firm. We hope that this project will make us come out of poverty, because this is a way of transformation. It has transformed so many of us
to move from poverty into what we have right now.
Before now, I've been farming just for my food, for my consumption, and in the course of this training, this project, I got to know that farming is all about business. It's not just about consumption.
Ba mu da abin da za mu ce, wannan abin da kuka fara, Ubangiji Allah zai sa za ku ta cin gaba. In an tashi a wannan, a shiga wannan, moriyan wannan, a shiga moriyan wannan. Allah ya taimake mu.
In WOFAN ICON2 Project, women and youth ages of 18 to 35 were helped with inputs and were trained different capacity on how to manage and process different products.
We, the extension workers, were fortunate to go to various community partners areas. We sensitized them on farming and what the project is going to go, how the project is going to go about. After then, we were able to onboard them. It was a success during that onboarding. After then, they were asked to go get a land, which there was a site selection during this land. We encouraged them to get a good land that will be suitable for our crop, which was a success.
As an extension worker, we see ourselves as solution providers because we work hand in hand with the community partners by providing trainings, helping them to build capacity, mobilizing them, and working to ensure that they carry out good agronomy practices.
This project is a bigger platform which we opportune to work with farmers, to help farmers to understand what farming is all about.
Teaching them modern ways of farming, taught them various things of marketing.
We are taught how to use waste to recycle and make profit out of it.
Palm Valley, Nigeria has been supporting smallholder farmers, especially women and youth. We had a previous project called that one the Agra Gender Consortium, whereby we provided support to 50,000 women and youth. And this aligns with WOFAN's objective of supporting women and youth in Nigeria. So when this project came, it was very easy for us, to be assimilated into the WOFAN ICON2 project. And that becomes very seamless for us because it is our core area of providing support to smallholder farmers, women and youth.
I'm Mrs. Joy Akoshile, and I'm a member of the board of directors of Palm Valley Nigeria Limited. We meet with the management of Palm Valley to brainstorm and advise them so that the organization will be able to align with the mission, the vision of the organization. The challenges have been very minimal because the management is very organized and effective. Generally, challenges faced are the insecurity in the field. We have the herdsmen and farmers clashes in the villages. The targeted groups sometimes are afraid to go to their farms. And sometimes we have challenges of access road, which is general. When they have their products, to bring out the produce could be a challenge. That is for the field. But generally with the organization, most of the advice that the board gives to the management, they implement. So challenges are minimal. Accountability and transparency. The board usually receives reports from the management during meetings vis-a-vis their activities and the aim, the goal, and their mission. And it is these two that we compare, and we find out that over time, the management has been doing very well, and they've been able to sustain the space, and the board is very pleased with that.
One of the pillars of ICON2 is improving access to financial products and services through cooperative structures. Individual farmers now have the resources to expand their operations and achieve financial independence.
I am Eunice Stefan Sishaku, the state team leader of the WOFAN ICON2 Project in Nasarawa State. The project started in the year 2023 here in Nasarawa State, and We've been able to impact the lives of 30,000 people, women and youth in the past 2 years.
Sunana Safiya Isa daga garin Kwandare, Lafiya Local Government, Nasarawa State. Shekaran da ya wuce, WOFAN ta zo ta muna capturing, an kawo muna kayan gona kafin zuwan. Muna da a cikin kungiyarmu muna yin wayansu sana'o'i ne, ba mu sa harkar noma a ciki ba.
Sunana Usman Yahuza Makama.
Sunana Jibril Musa Ope.
And we've been able to build capacity. When I talk of build capacity, we've trained them in several trainings. That's like the trainings we've had on group dynamics and financial inclusion.
Kuma yanda mun gaya muku muhimmancin ajiyar kudadenku da kuma yanda za ku ajiye lissafin a rubuce ko ba haka ba? Yanda na faɗa sa an zana takarda raba shi kashi biyu, wurin kudaden shiga yana nan, wurin yanda kudade na fita. In ko naira 10 ne ke lady ko ke ciyama ka cire ko ka sa kati ne ko an sa mai an je wani wuri ya kamata yana nan a rubuce da kwanan watan da aka yi shi din. Da kuma ko naira 10 ne ya fita ya shiga ciki ko kun hadu a mitin ne kuka hada adashe kudin da ya shiga ya kamata ta shiga da shi a gefe na shigan kudaden. A karshe za ku zo ku ga nawa ne aka kashe a wannan wata, nawa ne aka samu a wannan wata, sannan lissafin ku zai tafi daidai yanda ya kamata. Muna ganewa ko?
We also had trainings on good agronomic practices. That is training them on how they should use the farm inputs that have been given to them.
Noman da nake yi ina noman kusan hekta 1.5, misali kamar na shinkafa. Bana samun shinkafa kamar buhu 5 zuwa 6, amma da zuwan WOFAN ina samun shinkafa buhu 8 zuwa 9.
The project has not only empowered women and youth, that's the farmers, it has also created job opportunities because of the field workers we have.
Mun gode ma WOFAN inda bayan nan sun sake koya mana inda da mu saka kudin banki ajiya. Da muna ajiya su kamar irin kadan wani lokaci samu raba. Amma yanzu nan mun san da muna haddana kudin mu wanda da mu siya abubuwa da dama mu aji. Mu ci gaba ba wa mu yi mu rushe shi.
So we are grateful for the coming of this project. We are grateful to Mastercard Foundation. We are also grateful to WOFAN, and we are grateful to Palm Valley Nigeria Limited.
The WOFAN ICON2 project is to onboard about 675,000 community partners across all the 10 states, and PVNL is to onboard 190,000, and so far we have onboarded 130,000 community partners across these locations which I have mentioned. We have established 34 processing centers in Kaduna, Benue, as well as Niger State. Now, in year 2, we improved on the facilities in the processing center by providing them with solar lights. And so the solar lights provide security in the night, as well as when they work lately in the night. Altogether, we have 34 solar boreholes also installed across the states. Now, talking about the community partners groups, we onboarded about 4,333 groups across these 4 states that PVNL is implementing this project. So we have seen, tremendous achievement based on what we are supposed to deliver as a company.
This project also fosters a positive perception of agriculture, promoting it as a viable and sustainable source of income.
I never knew agriculture could be this rewarding. Through WOFAN ICON2, I have gained skills and access to market that have transformed my life and my family future.
My name is Mr. Habila Hassan. I work with Palm Valley Nigeria Limited. I'm the finance manager under WOFAN ICON2 Project. My role in this project includes development of project budget, monitoring of the budget performance, also ensuring that the internal control put in place in this organization is observed. In this organization, we have a finance policy and manual that guides our day-to-day activities. One of the key aspects in this manual talks about the internal control. We have segregation of duty. Segregation of duty ensures that one person do not initiate a transaction up to the completion stage. So in this project, we have an officer that prepares the payment voucher. We have another person that reviews, and the internal auditor also checks the validity of that payment before the program manager approves. In the same vein, we explore and use the internet banking. Now, one key aspect of this project is the issue of donor requirement. It is required that at the end of every quarter, we send our report to the lead implementer, which is the WOFAN. Now, we operate in 4 states, which include Kaduna 1, Kaduna 2, Benue, and Nasarawa. So there are reports coming in from these 4 states at the end of every month. So I collect this report, I consolidate this same report, do the reconciliation, and then send to the lead implementer. Now, if there's any feedback, we respond to them accordingly.
My name is Mercy Haru, the Procurement Officer of Palm Valley Nigeria Limited under the WOFAN ICON2 Project. My roles include identification of procurement needs and implementation of projects budgets. For any procurement process, there is a need to identify the requirements of the organization or needs of a particular department. Then we request for quote from various vendors. From these quotes, from these requests that we place and the quotes received, we proceed with the evaluation. As the procurement officer under WOFAN ICON2 projects, I evaluate and select suppliers to ensure they meet quality, cost, and delivery expectation on the following evaluation criteria. In terms of quality, by assessing samples, prototype, and previous work performed by the suppliers. Number 2 is to ensure that the vendor meets the industry standards certifications such as ISO and the regulatory requirements. Technical capability is also assessed, where the vendor will have the necessary skills or the experience in the field. We also assess the costs compared to other quotes, the experience in the business. My biggest challenge as a procurement officer are changes in market prices for goods and services, reliability issue where the supplier failing to meet or deliver on time, competing with other vendors on scarce resources. I collaborate with program staff to forecast demand for goods and services. We also work together to ensure that goods meet program requirements and are delivered timely according to requirements. Coming to the finance department, we develop budgets based on available funds and ensure that contract meets financial terms and conditions, and also collaborate for accurate and timely payments.
If you look at the youth today, most of them are on the streets. So this program has actually helped, to take out these youth from the streets and then providing them with dignified labor. Of course, farming is a dignified profession, that is what we are preaching in this country. And the WOFAN ICON2 project has also create employment opportunities, especially for the extension workers. We have employed 286 essential workers since the beginning of this very project. This is the second year of this project implementation, and the project was signed for 5 years. So we are about to go into the 3rd year of this of the WOFAN ICON2 project, and so far we have generated employment, to a lot of farmers. Talking about indirect beneficiaries. And the multiply effect. How many indirect beneficiaries, looking at those that are providing transport services, those food vendors, talking about transporters, and a whole lot of them. Now, if you look at the involvement of women in Nigeria, about 70% of women are providing labor force in the agricultural sector in Nigeria. So if this activity, if this WOFAN ICON 2 would be replicated in other states in Nigeria, I assure you that there is going to be food security in this country. So what this project also has provided is to ensure that youth have access to ICT, and they can use ICT tools now to provide, support through climate agriculture. And then the small equipment that are also given out to the smallholder farmers, they use these small equipment, the farm tools, to provide labor, and that also reduces drudgery on the field, and that encourage the participation of youth even in the ICON project. We have decided to introduce the offtake arrangement, whereby the produce from the farms that the farmers were engaged with offtake this produce. So that means we have also created market for our community partners, and then we are buying this produce at premium price. And it has really gladdened me that they are going home. You see them getting alerts, from their accounts, and then they call to say, "Oh, PVNL, thank you very much. Thank you, WOFAN. Thank you, Mastercard." And that gladdens me a lot.
From farms to markets, the WOFAN ICON2 project is creating employment opportunities and ensuring that women and youth are at the forefront of Nigeria's agricultural revolution.
My name is Godwin Ikian, an EW with Palm Valley Nigeria Limited, also coordinating this center in Goma local government. In Goma local government, we have about 2 makeshift centers. The water facility that is available in this community has also helped them seriously. The communities are coming in to get water.
My name is Faith Matuando. I'm from Daudu. I want to appreciate WOFAN ICON2 Project, Palm Valley Nigeria Limited, Mastercard Foundation for bringing this project to our community. Last year they gave us input and we farmed our rice. We harvested 14 bags, and that 14 bags, they still gave us machines, and the machines are helping us to do our businesses. We farm the rice and we sell. The project is helping us to assist my husband in providing soup, and sometimes even helping and support him to pay school fees. I want to appreciate WOFAN, Palm Valley and Mastercard Foundation making us worthy of this project. Thank you very much. Que la semba disturbing no resuwe the nase nyare si kwaga msonechi mamba yi comfort akọ msushuma. My name is Comfort Sushma Ako. I'm also from Daudu. I'm a disabled partner. I want to appreciate PVN. I want to appreciate WOFAN and Mastercard. We farmed and we harvested plenty rice. They didn't stop at that. They came and they assisted us with our tricycles machines, as you can see. With our tricycles, now I can travel to the markets, travel a long distance, and also assist my people. Even here, you can see how I drive my bicycle with ease to this place. I want to appreciate Mastercard, WOFAN, and Palm Valley for this opportunity. Thank you.
My name is Bandy James. I am also from Daudu in Goma local government. I want to also appreciate Mastercard Foundation, Palm Valley Nigeria Limited, and WOFAN ICON 2. As my other sister had said, we, the disabled in Goma local government, we were also given input to go to farm. And my greatest happiness and joy is the project also find us one way the disabled that For the past years, they were not recognized. We were not recognized. Nobody knew us. But thank God for WOFAN ICON2, Mastercard Foundation, and PVNL for recognizing us and giving us their support. Now they gave me this wheelchair. I can travel with my wheelchair even from this location to Makurdi. I move freely, I go to farm, I go to market, and I'm able to support my family with the little help that this project has brought to our community. Thank you.
The project has impacted a lot, as you can see testimonies from our partners that are coming in, the inputs that were given to them, and bomber harvest we recorded from year 1 and also year 2.
My name is Yawo Omaga. I'm the WOFAN ICON2 State Project team for Benue State. The project has been in existence in Benue State since November 2022, and so far we've worked with over 30,000 women and youth to see that we're able to increase their livelihood through sustainable farming. And we are also able to establish over 8 makeshift centers in Benue State, and we're also working tirelessly to see that we're able to train these women, to provide input for them, and also support that to ensure that they are able to improve their livelihood.
The inputs that we gave to the farmers, each group had a complement of inputs, talking about NPK fertilizers, urea, herbicides, as well as seeds. And all these inputs that were given to the groups were given to them free of charge. And we are not asking anybody to give us any grain at all at the end of the harvest. So everything that we gave them was free. So we expect that in the following year, the produce that they got, from the previous harvest, they should be able to save, to buy inputs for sustainability.
My name is Vivian Obadan. I'm the communication officer for Palm Valley Nigeria Limited. So in our communication effort, we try to understand our community partners' specific needs, literacy levels, and preferred communication channels. We use local languages and dialects to ensure that messages are understood. Our information packs is usually translated into local languages. During training, we use visual aids like pictures and demonstrate information in an easily and understandable format. Also, we collaborate with community leaders and respected farmers to amplify messages and build credibility. Digital media plays a significant role in our communication efforts, such as wide audience reach, accessibility, convenience, quick feedbacks, real-time updates, increased efficiency, etc. But it is also essential to ensure that our community partners with limited access to technology are still reached effectively. We use traditional communication channels such as radio stations to reach farmers with limited access to digital technologies. We also collaborate with cooperative leaders and lead farmers to reach community partners who may not have access to digital technologies. We often hold focus group discussions and one-on-one interview with stakeholders and community partners to gather personalized feedbacks and then their perspective on the project. We also have suggestions and complaint box to ensure stakeholders and community partners provide feedback at any time. There's also participatory monitoring and evaluation to involve community partners in the monitoring and evaluation process of the WOFAN ICON2 project to ensure that their feedback is incorporated into project decision making. Now, to measure the impact of the WOFAN ICON2 project, we consider the following metrics. 1, we measure changes in community partners' knowledge, their attitude, and their behaviors as a result of our communication efforts. To track the adoption and uptake of new practices such as good agronomic practices, technologies, or innovations of the project through communication efforts.
Lastly, I will want to thank WOFAN for bringing PVNL on board this very project, and of course our funders, which is Mastercard Foundation. We are grateful to Mastercard for supporting our businesses. And our message also goes out to the beneficiaries of this project that they should take up this as a challenge and to grow their business sustainably. And the extension workers, you have been onboarded on this project for the past 2 years. So I see you growing, from, one level to another. The capacity building that you have risen, the training, the knowledge in which you have gotten, you can even establish your own private extension delivery service to provide extension, to the smallholder farmers at a fee, and that, will make you generate income for yourself. So I thank all the stakeholders, the community partners that you gave us, the opportunity to support you in this very business. Thank you very much.
With collaboration, innovation, and determination, the WOFAN ICON2 Project is more than an initiative. It is a movement towards a future where agriculture drives growth.